task document editing is now available. You're able to go to a task and its associated documents, click on the link, and then click Show to bring you to the task document list. And from here now, you're able to select the Edit link. When clicking the Edit link, the new Edit document window comes up. You can now change the name, you can add a version number, or modify an existing version number, and modify the description. The modifications are ported, and you can now consult and edit them again, download, link, get the document link, and preview the document. As well, you can lock the document and make public dynamically. It no longer refreshes or reloads the page. As well, you'll see from the document lock, a name tag has been added. You are now able to add or modify task parameters directly from the task. Open up a task, and if you're administrator or project manager on this project, you'll now see that there's an icon to edit task status and the other items in the configuration section. And also from the drop-down, we can add a new item. So let's add a new type, and let's call this type Marketing. And then save. This can also be available through the Manage area. Instead of going to the Edit Project page directly, you can go to click the Manage. We'll save this change, and we can modify the task types from here. You are now able to add custom time or expense statuses. To access, go to Administration, Configuration, and time statuses and expense statuses are now listed. Let's add a new expense status. So here I want to add a new expense status called Paid. After we've approved, we'd want to pay our user and then change the status to Paid. So we can add an expense status, name it Paid. The level that we can add this to is at the approved level or rejected level. We are not able to add a new status type to the progress or submitted levels. Click Save. The paid expense status is now available. Let's go back to the application and see how is it applied. So in this project, we'll go to Expenses and our expense approval window. And now I see that there's a status in progress, and I can set the status to, now the paid status is available. There is now more user control over the time module. To access the new settings, go to Administration, Account, Edit Account, and from the Preferences section, beside the time module activation, there's a new settings link. Click this settings link to bring up the dialog box. These new features allow the restriction or access to certain functionality. This is the standard timesheet section, and here is the time clock module section. So for example, you can now restrict users to add time only to projects at the project level, or only to tasks, or at the project level and tasks. As well, allow them to enter time on completed tasks or not. The time clock module is similar. You can restrict where users can record time against at the project, at the task, or at both project and tasks. As well, you can have the ability to add time even if the task is not started, to modify their time, start time, or their end time, and also a new functionality called the night shift mode, which when a time clock spills over to the second day, you can have a setting which allows the time to be placed only on the first day.